Hi, I just thought I'd do a quick vlog because I've been reading this book, Limitless, by Jim Kwik. I started off by watching one of his many YouTube videos and was really excited by the stuff he was talking about and decided to start trying to teach myself to speed read. And so I've been kind of reading through books. I'm definitely not an expert at it, but there's some tips that I got from his class and then some other videos I've searched that were like just helped a lot. Like even like there was one tip that was like just follow along the text with a pencil or with a pen or with your finger so that your eye has something to follow other than the text. And for me, I have tracking problems, so I have a hard time finding where I am on a page, and that has just been like a game changer. Like it has been a huge deal. I think just that probably doubled my reading time, just that alone. And then there's some other tips that I picked up too, which maybe I'll vlog about that at some point when I feel like it. But if there's anything if you're like, oh, that sounds interesting, I want to hear more about that. Let me know, and I'll try and talk about it more. But yeah, I've just been reading this, and like the first part was okay. Start talking about mindset. I've read Mindset by Carol Dweck, so that one goes a lot more in depth about mindset. So this is kind of like surface level, like introduction. So I think if it's your first introduction to mindset, it's great. And then it kind of talks about motivation, and that was fine. But then the last section gets into methods, and that's where Jim Kwik like excels. That's what his thing is reading or learning really quickly and reading and stuff. And the method section, he just like there's tips in there. It's like it just feels like my brain is like slowly being unlocked with all these different tips and learning methods and memory methods, because something I struggle with is memory. I don't have a diagnosis, but I am 99.9% sure that I have ADHD. Something I've always struggled with my whole life is working memory, and focus and attention, and I kind of check off a lot of those boxes. So having memory techniques is like, I have a memory now. I can actually remember things for more than 2 seconds. So that's been really cool. And then the one that I'm really excited about, that I'm really fired up about, that I just read about this morning, is a technique that helps you memorize words, like things that are like kind of hard to memorize. Like let's say you want to memorize. Let's see what are some of the examples in here that he uses. He uses stuff like if you want to remember what nitrogen means, you can make it more concrete by picturing, let's say, a night, right? So you connect this visualization with it. And then if you want to like connect that to its meaning, you need to attach somehow to what nitrogen means. So nitrogen's a gas. You might imagine like night farting to remember. Okay, so that could be something you could do. Um, or like one that he kind of describes in here is cytology, which is the study of cells. So he said, oh, you could imagine that you see a tower or a towel that has a giant G on it. So it's cytology, right? So you connect that, make that abstract word into something concrete, and then you need to connect it with its meaning. So cytology is a study of cells. So then you steal a towel, you get locked into a jail cell. And then you'll always remember that cytology means cell. And you can do this with literally any word you're trying to memorize. So I wish I'd known this when I was in school, because it would have made studying so much easier. And this is what I'm really excited about. You can use it for foreign languages too. So something I'm really passionate about is foreign languages, and I know the surface level of a number of them, but even like the ones I know better, conversation is really really tough. Like I know French. I was in extended French and French immersion as a kid, and I can still read French quite easily, and I could probably even write in French. I haven't done it in a long time, but I probably could write in French pretty well. But speaking is a whole other world. So I'd love to get better at that, get more confident. And this is like a way of building a vocabulary bank. Like, so on some of these languages where like I've conceptualized a lot of stuff, but it's hard to get it to come to mind when I'm talking. I think this is going to make a big difference, because you can do things like like let's say, so here's one example he uses in here for French is facile, which means easy. So you could picture somebody holding up an eel to your face, face eel, and then you holding it back up to them and saying, "Oh, that was easy." Um, so just a trick to memorize these words. So, anyways, I'm just really fired up about it. So I thought I'd vlog about it. I can talk to my computer instead of chatting my husband's ear off, because I know it gets a bit much sometimes when I'm always like really, really passionate about all of these things I'm learning, and he's like, I just want to like eat my breakfast and have an easy morning and yeah, take it easy. So, yeah, so that's kind of my vlog for today, my kind of thought for today, and what I'm fired up about today. So yeah, I'm gonna try and apply that to some languages. One of them is Chinese. I used to live in China, and again, I learned quite a bit of Chinese, but conversation is hard, and especially with the tonal languages and stuff. So if I can apply this to some of the words that I knew before, hopefully that can kind of refresh my memory, and I can I'm going to try and messaging some of my friends and see if some of my friends want to reconnect and speak Chinese with me, because once I'll need to practice out loud too, right? It's not just memorizing the words. All right, that's it. I'll see you again next time. Hopefully I keep up with this. This is 2 days in a row, so pretty good so far, but I tend to like, just I get an idea, I'm like, this is really cool, and I do it like every day for so long, and then it's like, I just lose interest. So we'll see how long the vlogs last. Right now I'm just doing them for fun and to have, I guess, someone to talk to other than my husband, who I kind of drive crazy sometimes. So hopefully I'll be back again soon, and you'll get to see my next crazy idea or whatever I'm ranting about then.